Burkina Faso, a landlocked nation in West Africa, has embarked on an ambitious path toward military self-sufficiency. This journey is not just about building an army, it's about forging a new national identity and asserting its place in the world. This transformative journey is driven by a potent blend of historical aspirations and contemporary imperatives. The rich cultural heritage and the resilient spirit of its people play a crucial role in this national endeavor. For decades, Burkina Faso, like many post-colonial nations, has grappled with the legacies of foreign influence, particularly in the critical realm of defense. The remnants of colonial rule have left an indelible mark on its military infrastructure and strategic outlook. The reliance on external powers for arms, training, and strategic guidance has fueled a deep-seated desire for self-determination within the country. This dependency has often been a double-edged sword, providing necessary support while also limiting true autonomy. This yearning for independence has been further intensified by the escalating security challenges confronting Burkina Faso. The need for a robust and self-reliant military force has never been more urgent. The rise of Islamist insurgencies in the Sahel region has posed a direct threat to the nation's stability and sovereignty. These insurgencies have exploited the vulnerabilities in Burkina Faso's defense apparatus, highlighting the critical need for a capable and independent military. The porous borders and vast ungoverned spaces have provided fertile ground for extremist groups to operate, launching devastating attacks and exacerbating existing tensions. The challenge of securing these areas is immense, requiring a well-coordinated and self-sufficient military response. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, a young and ambitious military officer, ascended to power in a September 2022 coup, promising to address these pressing security concerns. His rise to leadership has been seen as a pivotal moment in Burkina Faso's quest for military independence. Traoré's leadership has ushered in a new era in Burkina Faso, one marked by a resolute determination to break free from the shackles of dependency and chart an independent course. His vision is to create a self-sustaining military force capable of defending the nation's sovereignty. His government's vision centers on bolstering the nation's military capabilities, reducing reliance on foreign partners, and asserting Burkina Faso's autonomy on the global stage. This vision is not just about military strength but also about national pride and self-reliance. This ambition for self-reliance extends beyond mere rhetoric. It is enshrined in concrete policy initiatives and strategic partnerships. The government is actively seeking to build alliances that respect its sovereignty and support its goals. The government has unveiled ambitious plans to establish local production facilities for weapons, ammunition, and other essential defense equipment. These facilities are expected to significantly enhance the country's military readiness and operational efficiency. This endeavor aims to wean the country off its reliance on foreign military aid and imports, bolstering its capacity to respond swiftly and decisively to security threats. By building a self-sufficient military, Burkina Faso is laying the foundation for a more secure and independent future. At the heart of Burkina Faso's quest for military autonomy lies a bold initiative: the establishment of a domestic defense industry. This initiative is not just a fleeting ambition, but a well-thought-out strategy aimed at transforming the nation's defense capabilities. The government's vision is clear: to transition from a nation reliant on imported arms to one capable of equipping its own forces. This shift is seen as essential for ensuring that the military can operate independently and effectively. This ambition encompasses the entire spectrum of defense production, from small arms and ammunition to more sophisticated weaponry and equipment. The goal is to create a comprehensive defense manufacturing ecosystem that can meet all the needs of the military. The rationale behind this endeavor is multifaceted. It is not just about producing weapons but about creating a sustainable and self-reliant defense infrastructure. Primarily, it seeks to sever the chains of dependence on foreign suppliers. This independence is crucial for maintaining national security and ensuring that the military is always ready to respond to threats. Burkina Faso's history has been punctuated by instances where this reliance has hampered its ability to safeguard its interests. The lessons learned from these experiences have driven the push for local production. Delays in arms shipments, political strings attached to military aid, and the ever-present risk of supply disruptions have all underscored the vulnerability inherent in outsourcing national defense. These challenges have highlighted the need for a more reliable and autonomous defense supply chain. Local production, proponents argue, offers a way out of this precarious position. By manufacturing its own defense equipment, Burkina Faso can ensure a steady and dependable supply of arms and ammunition. By developing a self-sustaining defense industrial base, Burkina Faso aims to gain control over its own security destiny. This control is seen as vital for the nation's long-term stability and security. This newfound autonomy, it is hoped, will translate into a more agile and responsive military, better equipped to address the evolving security challenges of the region. The ability to quickly adapt to new threats is a key advantage of having a local defense industry. Moreover, the push for domestic production is not solely driven by security considerations. It carries significant economic implications. The defense industry has the potential to become a major driver of economic growth. The establishment of defense industries has the potential to stimulate economic growth, create much-needed jobs, and foster technological advancement. These benefits extend beyond the military, impacting the broader economy. The government envisions a future where Burkina Faso emerges as a regional hub for defense manufacturing, attracting investment, expertise, and fostering innovation. This vision includes becoming a leader in defense technology in the region. However, the path to realizing this vision is fraught with challenges. Overcoming these obstacles will require determination, strategic planning, and international cooperation. Establishing a robust defense industry from the ground up is a monumental undertaking, requiring substantial financial resources, a skilled workforce, and access to cutting-edge technology, all of which are in limited supply in Burkina Faso. Despite these challenges, the nation's commitment to this goal remains unwavering. The economic dimensions of Burkina Faso's pursuit of military self-sufficiency are complex and multifaceted, involving a range of factors from local employment to international trade dynamics. Proponents of the initiative tout its potential to unlock new avenues for growth, create employment opportunities, and stimulate the local economy. They argue that by reducing dependence on costly imports, the country can retain more capital within its borders, which can be reinvested into other critical sectors. They envision a future where Burkina Faso sheds its image as an aid-dependent nation and emerges as a regional powerhouse in defense manufacturing, setting a precedent for other sectors. The establishment of local production facilities for weapons, ammunition, and military equipment is expected to generate numerous economic benefits, including job creation and technological advancement. Firstly, it promises to create jobs, particularly for skilled workers in engineering, manufacturing, and related fields, which are crucial for the country's development. This is particularly significant in a country grappling with high unemployment rates, especially among its youthful population, who are in dire need of stable employment opportunities. Secondly, the development of a domestic defense industry is seen as a catalyst for technological advancement, driving innovation and expertise. As Burkina Faso seeks to produce increasingly sophisticated weaponry and equipment, it will need to invest in research and development, fostering a culture of innovation and technological expertise that could spill over into other industries. Thirdly, local production is expected to reduce the nation's reliance on costly imports, which currently drain significant financial resources. By producing its own defense equipment, Burkina Faso can potentially save millions of dollars annually, freeing up resources for other critical sectors such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure, which are essential for holistic development. This shift towards self-reliance is also anticipated to bolster the country's foreign exchange reserves and reduce its vulnerability to global price fluctuations, making the economy more resilient. However, these optimistic projections must be tempered by the stark realities of Burkina Faso's economic situation, which presents numerous challenges. The country faces significant challenges, including high poverty rates, low per capita income, and a limited industrial base, which could hinder the successful implementation of such ambitious plans. Securing the necessary funding for this ambitious undertaking will be a Herculean task, requiring careful planning, prudent resource allocation, and potentially external investment to ensure its success. Section 4. Security Sector Transformation. Seeking Effectiveness and Independence. Burkina Faso's drive for military self-sufficiency is intrinsically linked to its overarching goal of enhancing security sector effectiveness. The nation's security apparatus has long been hampered by a reliance on foreign partners, often leaving it ill-equipped to respond decisively to the evolving threats it faces. Local production of weapons, ammunition, and equipment is seen as a critical step towards addressing this vulnerability and forging a more agile and responsive defense force. the ability to equip its own forces promises to significantly bolster Burkina Faso's military readiness. No longer beholden to the timelines of foreign suppliers or the political considerations of donor nations, the Burkinabe military would, in theory, be able to procure the equipment it needs when it needs it. This enhanced autonomy is expected to translate into improved operational capabilities, enabling the military to respond more swiftly and effectively to security threats. Furthermore, local production is envisioned as a means to reduce reliance on foreign mercenaries such as the controversial Wagner Group. The presence of such groups has often been a source of controversy, raising concerns about accountability, human rights, and the potential for exacerbating regional instability. By developing its own capacity to address security challenges, Burkina Faso aims to reduce its dependence on external actors and assert its sovereignty in the security domain. However, these aspirations are tempered by the daunting challenges of transforming a security sector grappling with systemic issues. Corruption, lack of accountability, and inadequate training continue to plague the Burkinabe military. Addressing these deep-rooted problems is crucial for ensuring that increased military capacity translates into genuine improvements in security and stability. Section 5. A delicate balancing act, navigating human rights concerns amidst security imperatives. As Burkina Faso charts its course toward military self-sufficiency, it must confront a critical challenge, balancing its legitimate security concerns with its commitment to upholding human rights. The country's recent history has been marred by allegations of human rights abuses perpetrated by both state security forces and armed groups. Addressing this legacy of impunity and ensuring that the pursuit of security does not come at the expense of human rights is paramount. The escalating violence in the Sahel region, fueled by Islamist insurgencies and intercommunal conflicts, has created a volatile security environment in Burkina Faso. The military, often operating with limited resources and oversight, has been accused of extrajudicial killings, enforced disappearances, and arbitrary detentions. Such actions, even if undertaken in the name of security, risk further alienating the population, undermining public trust, and fueling the very grievances that insurgents exploit. The government's efforts to bolster its military capabilities, while necessary, must be accompanied by robust measures to ensure accountability and respect for human rights. This entails strengthening civilian oversight of the security sector, investigating and prosecuting allegations of abuses, and providing adequate training to security forces on international humanitarian and human rights law. Furthermore, the government must address the root causes of conflict and instability, including poverty, inequality, and marginalization. Investing in development initiatives, promoting good governance, and ensuring equitable access to resources are essential for creating a more stable and just society, one less susceptible to violence and extremism.